most important thing that you want people to know about you?
I don't know. I think that that I'm good. I'm doing better than okay.
It's still unbelievable that Shannen Doherty, our beloved Brenda from Beverly Hills 90210 and Prue from Charmed, passed away after a long, brave battle with cancer. Let's take a moment to honor her incredible journey and strength through this difficult time. For Shannen, it was important to be as honest as possible about her fight against cancer. She first battled breast cancer between March 2015 and April 2017, and then, in February 2020, she revealed that the illness had returned.
I am having to go back on chemo, and it's really hard. Like, the idea of going through that all over again has wrecked me.
It's going to come out in a matter of days or a week that I'm stage 4, so my cancer came back. And that's why I'm here, she told Good Morning America. She added, I don't think I've processed it. It's a bitter pill to swallow in a lot of ways.
Most people who know me know that I'm like a control freak. I like to control things. And with cancer, there's really no controlling it.
In 2023, Shannen faced another crushing blow. The cancer had spread to her brain. And right before her brain surgery, she was dealt an even harsher betrayal. She discovered that her husband had been cheating on her for 2 years.
It was maybe, 2 or 3 days apart. So yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Their divorce was finalized just a day before she passed away.
Finally had to come to that hard truth and file for divorce.
Shannen didn't shy away from talking about her emotional lows.
Why me? And then I go, well, why not me? Who else? Who else besides me deserves this? None of us do.
When she first got diagnosed, she recalled to Health magazine, there was a lump, and I had a mammogram and then a biopsy. When I got the results, I was in the car with my mom, and I just knew. The longer I sat, the more it started sinking in. Then I started crying. Early detection was something Shannen always emphasized. Early detection is going to make your prognosis better, she told Extra in December 2019. She believed that it could have lessened the severity of her treatments. One of the toughest moments was when she decided to shave her head. I remember I got in the shower to wash my hair and it just started coming out in clumps, she shared. I started screaming for my mom. I think that was harder than the surgeries. It was like, oh my God, this is real. But in true Shannen style, she turned a devastating moment into a somewhat fun experience by shaving her head in stages, laughing and crying with a friend.
The only thing that matters is I don't count myself out.
When she heard the word remission, it brought a mix of emotions. She explained on Good Morning America, it's like, what's next? But then it sort of starts seeping in and then you get joyous and you get so excited, but then you gotta wait for that 5-year mark and that 10-year mark. So remission is a crazy word to me.
There is some positivity there because my molecular structure of my cancer cells changed. It means that there's a lot more protocols for me to try. So there is hope mixed with my own bit of sadness.
Shannen didn't just fight cancer physically, but also opened up about her journey online. It was about being as honest as possible, she explained to Health. She became a source of inspiration and support for many going through similar battles, emphasizing the importance of advocating for oneself.
The perspective of the podcast is that you really want, this great sort of healthy balance with it of telling your whole life story. But part of that is really the cancer journey and making sure that if there's any way I can help anybody else who's going on this journey.
On social media, she found solidarity and a sense of family with others going through the same struggle. She told Entertainment Tonight, you realize how many people in the world are going through the same struggle as you and that you have such a larger family than you thought.
I'm just so grateful for every second, every hour, every day that we get to be here.
Shannen believed that her battle with cancer made her a better actor and a better human being. It takes down all your walls, all your barriers, she shared on GMA. You're guarding yourself, so yeah, that all comes tumbling down.
When I finally do come out, I will have worked 16 hours a day, and it'll be a good, people can look at that and say, oh my God, yeah, she can work, and other people with stage 4 can work too.
The fear of the unknown was one of the hardest parts for her. The unknown is always the scariest part, she told ET. Is the chemo going to work? Is the radiation going to work? Am I going to have to go through this again?
It's been a journey. It was, definitely one of the scariest
scariest things I've ever been through in my entire life.
Shannen Doherty's doctor called the late charmed actress an incredible warrior. Oncologist Dr. Lawrence D. Pirro told People, while the 53-year-old actress wasn't ready to leave because she loved life, her cancer battle turned much more difficult in the last couple of weeks. He added, in her mind, she was not wanting to consider any other alternative than, we were beating this and we were engaged in life. She wanted to live every day, not as if it were her last day, but as if it were the beginning of a whole new chapter for her.
We're on a really good regimen now, and it's working well for me. So day by day, month by month, year by year.
It's truly devastating that someone who loved life so passionately had to leave this earth so soon. Her positivity was evident even in her toughest times. My husband says that you would never know that I have cancer, Shannen said. I never really complain. I don't really talk about it. It's part of life at this point.
I'm handling it as gracefully as humanly possible right now.
Shannen never gave up and always found beauty in her journey. You really have to dig deep to face cancer. And in that, you find all this stuff that you had hidden away, she said. And it's beautiful things that you find. You find the vulnerability. You find your trust in people again. You find forgiveness.
I want to be remembered for something bigger.
Her ultimate dream was for more research and progress in finding a cure for cancer. Even though I am thriving and I'm doing well, I still have cancer, she said in December 2021. Listen, I can die today. I can die in 20 years. I don't know. I can die walking outside of my house and a tree falling on me or a bus hitting me, whatever, Doherty said on her Let's Be Clear podcast in January 2024. Or I can die of cancer. But all I can do is live each day in as much of a positive manner with hope as I can and embrace it and feel like, wow, I get to wake up again today. What can I do?
I think hope is always there.
Shannen bravely accepted her fate and even prepared a list of people that she wouldn't want at her funeral.
There's a lot of people that I think would show up that I don't want there. I don't want people to be crying.
Shannen Doherty will be remembered as a strong and resilient woman who fought till the end. Her legacy is one of bravery, honesty, and unwavering hope.
My message is to stay strong, have faith, and really lean on the people that love you.
Let's honor her memory by continuing to support and advocate for those battling cancer. Rest in peace, Shannen. You will always be an inspiration.